Good morning and welcome to day 14. Good morning from me and Mindy. Wanda's at the other window having a look out. We've got a very pretty sky this morning with a little tint of orange. I don't think the camera's picking it up that well. But yeah, day 14. Must get some lip balm. I've just straightened the hair. I've exfoliated the face. And I've actually ordered a tinted moisturizer and a face and body moisturizer. One recommendation from one of you ladies on the comments. So I've just put my hand into my coffee. Oh. So I'm here with my favourite mug. So I know we've spoken about favourite mugs. This is my favourite mug. It's just right. It's pretty. It's got a really beautiful handle on it. It just gives me the right amount of coffee that I will drink in the morning. So I put 1 spoon of coffee. I know I should probably put different amounts of coffee depending on the cup, but I find that when I put my spoon of coffee in here, it's perfect. It's not too thick. I don't like a thick cup. So it's just yeah, it's definitely Goldilocks porridge. It's just right. Ticks all the boxes. And it was a present. So yeah, I didn't even buy it myself. Somebody knows me that well. So I was woken this morning to a slap on the face by Wanda. So I set my alarm every morning for 6:30. In the summer, I actually get up at 6:30. That's fine. I quite like getting up early. In the winter, I have 2 alarms. One goes off at 6:30, one goes off at 7. Never get up at 6:30. It's too dark. Have to get up at 7, just because I have to. So this morning, the 6:30 one went off, and I went back into a lovely, lovely sleep. And then the 7 o'clock one went off. I couldn't believe that the night had gone in about 5 minutes. Other nights, I'm looking at the clock, trying to get to sleep, rooting around the bed, trying to get to sleep. Oh, we've all done it. This morning, I was so cozy in that bed. So I lay for another couple of minutes. I had my eyes closed and I was thinking about planning my day, as you do. And thought, okay, open my eyes. There's Wanda looking at me, and I could see her tail is, it's doing that little flicking. And the next thing, I saw the pole go, and she went into my nose. And it hurt. Oh, it really hurt. I thought, you little wagon. Slapped me because I had my hands under the duvet, obviously, and I wasn't, giving her the morning rub. So I think she's part cat, part kangaroo. So that really hurt. Last night I had a shower, and last week when I had a shower, and I have had a shower in between, don't worry, but last week, as I was walking out of the bathroom, I caught my reflection in the mirror, and I could see a spot here on my arm, and I thought, God, that's really strange. And I had to look at it. I thought it's a very strange time of the year to have a bite, but I thought nothing more of it. And it was actually quite sore. When I touched it, it was a bit sensitive. And I was saying to Caroline, the following day, I've actually got a bite. And she said, well, we've had bites as well. So I thought, oh, well, it's not unusual. So this kind of weird flies, and I just thought, oh, some weird spider in the middle of the night crawling up. And I thought, oh, I don't like the idea, but it happened, So I thought nothing of it. Didn't even think anything of it during the week either, but yeah, had an investigation last night after the shower, so I thought, very strange that it's still there. It's still the same colour, it's still quite sensitive. And then I thought, it looks kind of shiny. There's something shining. So I gave it a squeeze, and this thing started coming out of it, and I was going, oh, what's coming out of my arm? So that, well, I've started, so I have to finish. So I went back and squeezed it again. I took a needle out of my arm. Now, it wasn't a full needle. It was about 1 centimetre of the top of a needle with the eye out of my arm. So it's been there for over a week. Now the arm feels fine now, because obviously I've taken the needle out. I don't know. I don't know how it got there. Now, I mean, I'm obviously living in a house full of needles, so it's not an unusual thing, but I was horrified, horrified. So, yeah, that's the start to my day. Yeah, that was really weird. I didn't know how to feel about that last night. I just got such a shock. And then I thought, okay, well, it's been sitting there for over a week and it hasn't caused me any harm, so I don't know. Anybody got anything to say about that? Where, like, my question is, where's the rest of the needle? I don't know. So, yeah, I've taken my vitamin B this morning. I've started taking vitamin B complex because this time of the year, the corners of my lips tend to crack. So I always find straight onto the vitamin B. Always works wonders. Normally I take 2 capsules to start in about, for about a week, and then I go back down to 1 capsule, but it just said about taking 1 capsule. It depends on the brand, I suppose. The weirdest thing though is that your wee is almost like luminous green. So if you do take vitamin B, just be aware of that. It's a most strange thing. So got my coffee. I've got my, day 14. Now day 14, it's a little one and it rattles. So I'm interested to see what this one is. Oh, okay. I wonder what do you do with these? Okay, let me see if I can put them here in my hand. They're like, there's a little, well, obviously there's a little hole in the top of them. So it's a little snowflake. And there's a little tree. There's an angel, there's a star, and there's a little pine cone. I guess you could stitch them on in places that you might put like an artificial button or something. I don't know. What would I like them? What would you do with them? They're very cute. So yeah, okay. Answers on a postcard, thank you. Caroline is on her way. I haven't seen her for over a week. So yeah, she's on her way. She texted me last night and she said, I'm going to try a different road today, the one that might be gritted. So I'll see you tomorrow. And she just texted me a minute ago and she said she's just popped into one of the shops in Portona. Did I need anything? She's so good. So I asked her to bring milk because I'm still okay with all the other snowed in essentials and I haven't a notion of going out on that road. No chance. So I'm still good with the milk, the dog food. No, not the milk. The dog food, the cat food. Still got loads of Baileys. My essential. I know you were all laughing at my essential snow in essentials. So she's going to bring milk. I think I will do one of the online food orders with our local Super Value. Even though once I have milk and I have the animals' feeds, I'm okay because I have my HelloFresh box. I have lots for breakfast. There's loads in the freezer. I'm good for at least a month myself here if we're snowed in. I usually keep a bit of milk in the freezer because it freezes really well, defrosts perfectly well. If you haven't tried it, give it a go. So yeah, looking forward to a catch up with Caroline. So I will talk to you all later. A welcome delivery of gas today. Okay, good evening. It is 6:30, half an hour before Zoom starts. I have a cold nose because I actually ventured out. I went down to the village. Yes, Lola, I know, I left the house. Very disapprovingly. So I defrosted the car. It was frozen solid. The reason I went down to the village was I wanted to light a fire and I had no fuel for the fire basically. I lit a fire last night but I only had a bit of timber and it looked nice but I was frozen. So I thought, right, you have to do it. So I went out, defrosted the doors, the windscreen, headed down the road, and then I thought, I wonder if my lights work. And so I, the way a lot of cars now have automatic lights, even when you turn them off, you don't turn them off. Got down to the village and I realised that my lights were frozen solid, solid. So no wonder I could hardly see out. So I thought, oh, this is actually so dangerous. So I just drove back home. There was hardly any other cars on the road anyway, but they must have just seen like just about lights from me. So I thought, little word of warning, if your car has very large lights like my Mini does, be sure to defrost them. We didn't have any frost last year that I remember. Usually I leave the car running when I'm defrosting it anyway, so yeah, defrost your lights. So I have, I got a few bits today in the post. All kind of beauty related, which is like not me, but I went onto my sister-in-law's website, which is mylook.ie, this morning, because I thought she probably has like loads of moisturizers that will do my face. Now normally I would just go over and I would have a look and I'd ask her, but I wasn't going to venture over, even though it's only next door, like literally next door. But I thought, no, I will look on the website. So somebody suggested this, so I am going to try that, definitely. That looked really good. It says moisturizes and helps restore the protective skin barrier of the face and body, and it's fragrance free. So I think that's definitely going to work. I also got, I really like tinted moisturizers, but recently my tinted moisturizer has just been a little bit like dark for my face. But I have noticed, like I haven't been wearing makeup this week. I just don't get on with makeup. You know what, whoever wants to see my haggard face can just see my haggard face, because every sort of makeup just tires out my eyes. But I have noticed that I have quite a coloured face and I have a white neck. So I do notice that when I put on my tinted moisturiser that I just look like I've only gone around like here. I have an oval face, clearly. And then I look like I've got a white neck, but I actually do blend it down. But anyway, it's just the colour of my face. So I got another one. And it is this one. It says anti-aging, so that's clearly going to make me at least 10 years younger. Now there's no guarantee, it doesn't come with a guarantee, and I just got a little one. So it says to spread your BB cream like your regular moisturizer on clean skin. So I'm going to give that a go tomorrow. So when you see me tomorrow, you may not even recognize me. So my sister-in-law dropped these over today, and then because she's so flippin' generous, like you never just order something you get. She sent me over a bottle of my favourite shampoo because like she's really fussy. I don't know where she gets it from. She married into our fussy family. God bless her. But she gave me a bottle of my favourite shampoo because when she received it, there was a few scratch marks. And she won't sell it like that. So yeah, thanks very much, Mary. You are the best. Then I also, so I will admit, I'm not a nail biter, but I'm a nail picker. I'm sure you could make like I'm a nail picker. I'm sure you could make like a riddle out of that, but I'm a nail picker. I'm not going to show you my nails, but when I suffer with anxiety, like when I suffer from stress and I'm worried about anything, the first thing that goes are my nails. And they don't look as bad now because there's a slight nail on them. There's nothing major. I always have a favourite nail that I pick as well, which I know this is disgusting and people are going, do you really need to talk about that? But yeah, and as a result then my nails are really weak. But I was thinking the other day, they're actually starting to grow a little bit, so I'm clearly kind of at ease now with everything. So I went on to Amazon, and I know how a lot of people feel about Amazon, but Amazon just delivers to my door, you know? So I got a cuticle remover kit because my nails are in just such a bad shape at the moment. The cuticles are shocking. I used to have a cuticle remover, but that disappeared. It's probably in the abyss of Keris's bedroom, but I can't find it anyway, so I got that. So that I only ordered that like a couple of days ago when I got it. And because I've just gone a little bit mental on subscription boxes, I signed up for a subscription to Glossy Box, and I thought it was only like you could cancel it at any time, but I signed up to a 12-month one, so I've already cancelled it. But anyway, I'm going to get them for the next couple of months, but hey ho, look at that's what I did. It's only a couple of quid every month anyway, it's not very expensive. I got a good deal, but it came in this tin and it's really cute. And I mean, don't worry, there's no beauty blogging gonna ever start on this channel. It's just really weird that all these things arrived today. So they come in like different boxes, and this one came in a tin, which is really cute, so I'm always gonna have the tin. And inside my beauty box is No, I do love the old packaging. They clearly stole my scan idea. So there's a scan, so it tells you all about the bits in the box. I don't know. And then you get all this stuff. Now, funnily enough, and I did try this today, there's a rosewood reviving mist. So that is to revive your tired, knackered, old looking skin, which mine clearly is at the moment. Now I do recognise that brand. I mean, I have no idea, but it looks kind of fancy. And it's an anti-wrinkle day cream. So clearly, you know what? By the time you see me on Sunday at the live, unrecognisable. I've got an elasticizer boost, so it's a restoring conditioner and it's for after shampoo. So that's obviously for your hair. That's good. I'm glad they told me that. I have a pressed illuminating powder, so whatever that does. And then I've got two of these funny little things, and to me they're the same thing, and I'm going to read and find out what they are, but they're a glow tonic, so it's all about the glow. Were they actually listening to me or what? So yeah, two of these pixie glow things. So again, if you've ever seen those, I don't know. And there's also a lipstick and a lip liner, but it's in a kind of a weird orangey colour that I don't think is going to work for me, but I like the box. Oh, sorry, the tin. Look at the inside of the tin. So that's like really nice. So, what does it say? Wonders. Wonders. So I got that. I've just cooked my HelloFresh dinner, and funnily enough, it actually pretty much looks like that. I know, it's amazing. Look. Amazing. Now, I don't feel like eating yet. I'm going to eat after Zoom. And I hope you didn't get a good look at my messy looking cooker there. But what I like about HelloFresh is that I actually finished work and I came straight out and I just went into cooking it. So I didn't get to think about it. Whereas last night, I just didn't feel like cooking. Just didn't feel like cooking. But then I was hungry later on. Like, I'm a really lazy cook. Totally my own fault. So I also went up to the attic and I got out the craft stuff that I was telling you about yesterday, I think, the stuff that I inherited from my grandmother. So I'm going to move positions now. I'm going to go in with the cats into where the Christmas tree is because I'm going to park myself there for Zoom. So I'm going to show you what I found in the attic. So hello, it's me again. Here is the bag. I also had like a bag of cross stitch in it, so I'm going to have a look at that later. But I haven't looked in this, and I don't know when I took this bag out last. So, as in, I didn't take anything out of the bag. I looked in it to make sure it was the right bag, of course. I didn't find the frame, but I'm sure it's up there somewhere. I didn't look too deep. I also had my two helpers. So, this is the one that was on the frame. So, this is, it fits a 16 by 16 frame. Using an embroidery hoop or a stable fabric stretcher bar thingamajig, and this is it. Isn't that so pretty? Now, there's a lot of it done. I actually thought there was a bit more of it done, but there's actually, I reckon there's about half of it done. So, I don't have donkeys in the house, that's actually the cats. That's how much I've done. So I obviously started with all the flowers because they were the pretty things. And I haven't done the deer yet, but I've done a bit of green up there. And there's obviously an owl to do. But it's actually not bad. No, it's actually not bad at all. Like, I'd be quite proud. It's actually not bad. That was my 15-year-old self-embroidery. Now, seeing as I'm 51 now, that's this, by the time this is done, it's probably going to be like a 50-year-old project. But yeah, it's actually not bad. I got nice direction going in my animals and things. I clearly didn't feel like doing the humongous like deer. And actually, is that like a squirrel? The squirrel has a textured tail. Now there's some flowers. Oh, there's like leaves, fern that has to be done on top as well. So, yeah, wouldn't it be lovely finished? Wouldn't that be so nice finished? I mean, if Kara's liked embroidery, I'd love to hand it over to her to do some of it as well. Then it would be really nice. Now, shame my grandmother never got a chance to start it, because that would have been really nice if she'd started it. I did some and Kara's did some, but anyway, hey ho. And then this is the, I actually remember being with my mother. We bought this in Galway in the Singer shop, and they had loads of kits at the time, and I remember actually looking at it and thinking, oh, I'd really love to do that. Needless, you know, not knowing that I would be doing it. So it's a massive tablecloth. It is completely washable, apparently. I wouldn't think so with the, I remember the bad state of the back that I was doing. It's size 52 by 70, so it's quite big. Yeah, it is big. Okay, now this hasn't seen the light of day for a long time, but I really went at this with gusto, and I remember that I had half of it done. So let me see if I can show you this. So it's got that there, and clearly I've none of that done, so it's all printed on. There's corners, so we've got one. Get out! Get out! Monkey. And then there's another corner. Look at her, brazen. There's another corner. And then there's the piece in the center. What have I done with that, I wonder? Gosh, hang on. Bear with. Oh, yeah, there's another bit there I've done. So I've done kind of half, so I've done all this piece. Oh, well, funnily enough, the back isn't as bad as I remember. I mean, it's not it's not what anybody who does embroidery would love to see on the back, but I mean, it's manageable to kind of tidy it up, definitely. So yeah, goodness knows now if I'd really like to think that I would finish it, but I kind of wouldn't hold out an awful lot of hope, even though it is only just, it's kind of like a cross stitch. There's a lot of cross in it, and it is very pretty. It smells okay after being in the attic. So maybe that's something that I should get on with rather than doing cross stitch. Maybe I should kind of like, you know, make a plan to do that. I'd much prefer to do that than do this. I don't really like embroidery, but yeah, maybe that's something I should do, really, is kind of say, okay, not take on any other projects and finish that. That would be really nice. My mother really loved willow pattern. We had a full willow pattern tea set at one stage, and she just loved it. And we actually used it. It wasn't kind of kept for best or anything like that. So yeah, maybe I should get on with this. I have the instructions, I'm sure. Let me have a look. Oh, I have. Yes. Oh, that's the instructions of, oh yeah, there's all the faces of the animals. And here's the instructions for the tablecloth. Oh yeah, and it shows all the different stitches, and I think that's it, is it? Cross stitch, yeah, that's all the instructions for the tablecloth. Yeah. Wonder how did I know what colours to do? There must be more instructions for colours. Hopefully I haven't lost anything. Oh, more instructions. Ah, here we go. I can't even do the maths to think how old these are now at this stage. But, oh yeah. Here's all the instructions. So it's all in like little codey things. So, okay. I think I'm going to make a plan that I'm going to get on with this tablecloth, because that would be really nice. I would like to see that done. Can't ever imagine putting it on a table, but it would be just nice to have it done, wouldn't it? It just seems like such a shame. Yeah, so that was a little trip down memory lane for me. So I'm going to tidy up here now. I'm going to get my laptop and I'm going to talk to the ladies on Zoom. So I will see you on day 15.